Welcome to the Tonight Show. First up tonight, Armando the Armadillo was sighted during the midnight hour yesterday. Was he looking for the midnight margarita truck? We're not sure. Reporters could not get close enough for questioning. A new shipment of booze has entered Knightsland. It's called margarita wine. Is it a margarita? Is it wine? Our top researchers are on the case. Cat caught on film brandishing a very suspicious expression. Is it just on its way to nap? Is it going to take over the world? Considering this past year, is that such a bad thing? Find out more tonight at 11. And now we're going to toss it over to Jason for the Stare Report.
Thank you, Danielle. Now for the Stairs Report.
Is that it? Aren't those reports usually longer? Somebody's not putting in effort today. Thank you for acknowledging that Knightsland has stairs. Well, we got some better content than that coming your way. First up is Ratty Chewy, followed by Story Time with Danielamus.
Hey there, everybody! Today we gonna make some Ratty Chewy. And helping me today is my assistant, Sparkles. First, we gonna take this orange thing I found out back, and we gotta cut off the ends of it. Those ends we wanna put that in the Ratty Box. Take that piece once you got the end bits off and cut it into frisbees. Make sure you don't throw the little frisbees to your doggo. We gonna have to put it in the dish. I found this green club in the trash can. It seemed pretty good, so I blew the dust off of it so we could cook it. It makes better frisbees than that orange thing. Alright, last up we got this yellow balloon here. We're gonna also cut it into frisbees. You know, there's something about round things that just taste so good. Ooh, cheese. Now we're gonna take this square sled here and we're gonna stick some slippery sauce in it so that way we can make a slip and slide for our frisbees. Now my friend Joshy, he decided to squish on some tomatoes here, and I gathered most of it up and put it in a jar. So we're gonna pour that into the sled. Then we're gonna add in some moon juice. The moon juice is gonna make it real nice. You put the moon juice in and you stir it on about. You do the Ratty Chewy and is it time to eat yet? Ooh, now we're gonna put in the stinky weed. You know how stinky weed makes it taste real good. Ooh, this is the fun part. We're gonna pack up the sled like a Ratty Box. And like all my Ratty Boxes, we want to make sure that there's good variety. So we're gonna alternate the frisbees. Round and round we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Ring around the Ratty, pocket full of Chewy. Frisbee, they're all lined up. We're gonna add some more slipper sauce, even some smelly sand. Now you're gonna have to cover it all up. Well, while that's baking, what we want to do is get us some water and slipper sauce for making some food pebbles. I gave Sparkles this flavor packet here, so they can put that in the water. Put any pebbles. I got these pebbles from somewhere. I don't remember where. Ooh, the pebbles are done now, so we're gonna take them off that we're gonna put them on the plate. And once we get them on the plate, we're gonna add some frisbees in our tomato squish. Nice arrangement of frisbees too. You know, in a Ratty Box, I like to make sure things are arranged real nice. Or sometimes it gets messed up in the mail. Well, there you have it. That's Ratty Chewy. Well, I gotta run off and go grab some more things for Ratty Boxes. Bye!
Here at Prismas Parcels, we only provide the finest and serendipitous novelties. Each one of our items is hand-picked by a thoughtful pixie of fortune for all of our customers. Our magical workers can sense which items will fit best within your parcel to make your day just a little better. And they will carefully search every single place they can possibly think of to find the perfect items for your parcel. Make your order from Prismas Parcel today. No other will compare to our lovingly packed container that's just waiting to grace your front steps.
What's this? Are you trying to steal my gimmick? And there you go, folks. Ratty Box Random is the only place you're gonna get a box of random. Get me?
In this segment, I'm going to be telling you a story with the help of my lovely assistant, Whiskers. Whiskers will be doing all of the illustration for our story, and I don't know what these illustrations are, so this should be a fun adventure. Fantastic. Once upon a time, there was a completely complacent person that lived in a kingdom called Niceland. And in this kingdom, there were pizza trees and graveyards. Everybody loved the pizza trees, however, it did create a cholesterol problem for the kingdom. One day, our happy, complacent character, we're gonna call that character Bob, was walking in a graveyard and encountered a demonic pig. To Bob's surprise, additional friends started showing up in the graveyard that Bob believed to be zombies. Bob had very little time to decide whether or not the pig was friend or foe because Bob was being chased by the zombies. Until suddenly, the pig turned into a shovel and flew to Bob's hand in order to aid Bob in destroying the zombies. After Bob destroyed the zombies, Bob befriended a very long, very thin alligator snake and decided to use the alligator snake as transport to safety. A giant vampire bat showed up, and Bob didn't know what to do because giant vampire bats have been known to go after very long alligator snakes. But it's a good thing that Bob had a magical helmet of flower power in his pocket. Upon seeing the flower power helmet, the vampire bat jumped into a car because this particular vampire bat could not fly and fled the situation while running over the alligator snake. Keep drawing, Whiskers. Thankfully, Bob was no longer on the alligator snake, and so Bob was safe. However, Bob was immensely confused as to what had just happened. Bob then began searching for his magic shovel once again, as he found a pile of poop and wondered whose it was. Bob then exclaimed in his native language, "I can't believe somebody would leave their poop out like this. What could possibly be wrong with them? I should be a good citizen and clean it up." As Bob was cleaning up the poop, he heard a very disturbing grunting noise coming from the woods. Bob was very fearful of the creature that came out of the forest, thinking that it had come to attack him and was probably the creature that left the poop that he had just cleaned up. However, once the creature got closer, it removed the antlers and face that it had on to reveal that it actually had a humanoid face and a four-legged body. This creature explained to Bob that its name was Zelephus and wanted to invite Bob to the pizza forest for dinner. Unfortunately, a giant unicorn flying fish flew out of the sky and ate Zelephus. As Bob was mourning the loss of his new friend, a portal opened up in the sky and a beam of light was shed on Bob. Bob then felt imbued with a massive amount of power that Bob had never felt before. Bob decided to avenge his new, recently departed friend with his new power and jumped into the wine ocean that the flying fish was from in order to avenge his dear friend. Unfortunately, Bob did not anticipate that the fish was also magical, and the fish turned Bob into part frog, part Bob. Thankfully, The magical pig that Bob had met earlier that turned into a shovel then turned into a humanoid form and jumped in to rescue Bob and turned Bob back to Bob's original form. And together they slid out of the awful fish's lair. And that brings our story to a conclusion. Dolphin. Thank you for joining us for story time. I had a good time. Did you, Whiskers? That's it for us tonight. Make sure that you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and make sure to check out our Patreon because there's a lot more content you can get there. And don't forget to subscribe on YouTube.
That was the news coming to you on Cooking TV, The Tonight Show.
Next slide.
Round block of cheese. Another round block of cheese.
What happened to Jason during his report? He went upstairs, now he's gone. I guess we'll never find out. So tune in next week for another show of ridiculousness. And go to Patreon.
Hey, any of y'all want some hoop cheese? I got some hoop cheese.